Hey everyone, today I am doing another makeup type of video and there's a potential that this video will go very wrong. The reason why I say that is because this video will be makeup that's on my chopping block because I'm going to be doing a declutter and I really wanted to test out some products again to really know for sure if I want to get rid of it or if I really do want to keep it. So I've pulled quite a few products from my makeup collection to test out. I tried to do like a full face of things. So let's get started. Let's jump into this. I'm gonna put my hair up so it's out of the way. So first item is a primer, and this is by L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. And the reason why this is on the chopping block is purely because it's a mattifying primer and I have dry skin. And I don't really think I need that type of product in my collection. So I'm gonna use it. We're just gonna see. I think I've used it maybe one other time, but that's it. So I'm gonna put a little bit on and focus it in the areas that I normally really need a good primer. I have one concealer, and this video, there's a reason why I may look like a hot mess at the end because this is too dark for me, and this is a concealer, and I don't know what else I could use this for. LA Girl, it's their Pro.conceal HD.high-definition concealer in creamy beige. Maybe this will help like cover up some dark circles because as you can see, they're looking a little dark here. I'm just gonna do the tiniest bit because I'm gonna mainly use this to cover dark circles. I'm actually gonna blend that in with my fingers. It did lighten it. Now, I mean, you can see when it's up close that it actually did lighten it. So do I keep this concealer kind of as a under eye corrector? Do I need that? I mean, I usually use just regular concealer and it should do the trick, right? So I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll play with again before deciding whether to declutter this or not. Maybe I'll try to layer it with another concealer. Okay, so I have a couple of foundations here and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this because none of these are really my shade. I have these three here. This is by Ulta Beauty. It's their Youthful Glow Foundation Serum Drops. And this is in Fair Warm. And if I remember correctly, this one is maybe too light for me and these are a little dark. So I'm hoping maybe if I can mix them, that maybe that could work. So I also have this Almay, what is this? A Smart Shade Skin Tone Matching Makeup. And this is in the shade Pale, so 100, and this is too dark for me. And then I also have this little guy, which is the Cosmetic CC Cream. I love this stuff, but this is in the shade Light, which again is too dark for me. I think what I'm gonna do, because I know I like this one, and I'm not sure about this one, I think I was wondering about mixing this one the last time I used it, so I'm actually just going to use these two and mix them together with the brush that I'm going to use. Okay, so actually the color it came out with is not bad. So let's try this. Definitely put a lot on at once. So I'm just gonna kind of dot this around and hopefully it doesn't dry too quickly. Wow, I'm surprised. Shade-wise, it's actually not that bad. We'll see how it wears and what it looks like. I have this cream blush that I want to try again, and this is from Milk Makeup, and this is their Lip and Cheek product in the color Werk. I think I'm actually going to stipple this on. That's the side with the blush, that's the side without. It's not overly intense, which I kind of appreciate. So you can kind of build it up a little bit, and it does seem to, you know, kind of blend out nicely. We have some color now. I'm gonna do just a tad bit up on my forehead and my chin. So for powder, to set everything down, I am going to be using this bareMinerals Original Mineral Veil. I don't even know if I've used this before, so I wanted to see if this is something like I even want to keep in my collection. Yeah, it's completely sealed, so first time using it. All right, so I dumped some in the lid here. This definitely needs to be put into a bigger container, but we're gonna start under my eyes. A couple of things I'm already noticing after putting that on is it looks like I have pretty much no blush anymore on this side. And this side, I still do a little bit. That's really strange. I'm not sure if I just put a lot of the mineral veil on this side or what. Physicians Formula bronzer and a Wet n Wild bronzer. This is actually more of a contour. This is more of a bronzer, so maybe we'll use both. Sure, why not? Okay, let's use the contour first. I'm just gonna lightly dab it because I know this is a bit pigmented. And I'm just gonna like kind of gently work it in. And then I'm gonna do just a tiny bit, like kind of in the jawline. So we kind of did the contour down here. I could do a little bit on the nose, but I did just the teeniest bit on the nose. Now let's move on to bronzer because that's where I'm going to do kind of more like up top. Okay, so now we're going to take the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I forgot to tell you this was the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche. And for this one, I'm actually going to use kind of like a big fluffy brush. So the thing about this one that I'm not like a huge fan of is it is very orange toned, and I don't know, it just usually doesn't look that great on me because of that. That actually doesn't look bad like at all. I just did a little bit of this color just right here to lighten it up a little bit, and just so I was using more product that I had set aside for this. So next up is brows. I have this CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow in Rich Brown, and it's like powders. This more taupey one, it does fill in like my little sparse spot that I had there, and it's making it darker. This one is done, and this one is not. Also, I don't know if like my shaping's correct, because normally I would do like a little bit more of an angle instead of just like a swoosh. But that's okay. It's gonna be a swoosh today. I feel like most people say you're supposed to start at the tail end, but like this is where I'm super sparse and it looks funny. So I feel like I really have to fill it in. I don't know. Brows are now done. I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade and just go right underneath the brows just to highlight it. This is kind of shimmery. It's not matte. I think I might actually go in with the other shade we didn't use as like a crease shade, but I'm gonna wait a tad bit before doing that. I'm gonna move on to another product. This is on a chopping block, mostly because it is ancient. I'm pretty sure they do not make this anymore and haven't for quite a long time, so this is a little embarrassing, but I loved this, so I kind of just kept it. I'm not sure if I really should be using this on my eyes, but we're gonna try it. Fingers crossed it doesn't do anything bad. All right, so this is the L'Oreal Hip Cream Shadow Paint in Secretive. As a little of this goes a very long way. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand so I'm not overdoing it. So that's kind of what it looks like right there. Mostly on my lids, but I am bringing it up just a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back into my brow palette and we are going to go in with the warmer shade down here that we didn't use on the brows, and we're gonna put that in the crease. And I just want to do a little bit because normally what happens when I try out a crease shade and I'm not sure about it, it ends up kind of looking a little bit crazy, a little dark, and I don't really want that for this look. I want something a little more subtle, but I definitely think that this would have been the completely wrong shade for my brows. For the eyes, the last shadow we're going to use is by Sally Girl, and I'm not sure what color it is, like what the name is. Oh, it's a baked eyeshadow, and it is gold, and it broke. It's like literally broken, like it broke in half, and it's not even like on the thing anymore, so we'll just be a little bit careful. So I'm gonna kind of dampen the brush a little bit because I feel like the pigment payoff is a lot better when it's wet. I'm just kind of gonna put this in the middle of the lid. So there we go. My eyeshadow's done. So the highlight I am going to be using is this one here, and I think I already know this is a definite get rid of. Because this is too dark for me. It's too dark for me. I've tried using it as eyeshadow and it creased like crazy. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Rose Gold, and I actually love the formula. It's too dark and I'm too pale. That's the issue here. Very light-handed with this because I know that this can get real pigmented very, very fast. I don't want to have to be uber careful every time I'm doing my highlight like this. and I have other highlights that just do a better job. Like, this look is really proving me wrong on all these products because I'm trying to be very, very careful. But in all honesty, the reason why these products are in this video and I'm talking about them is because I've had bad experiences with them. Most of them, some of them not, but most of them I've had a bad experience with, and that's why I want to kind of give them another try. And I'm really, really trying hard to make this look good. So let's move back into the eyes now that I've completed the face, and let's do some eyeliner. I've got two eyeliners here that I'm not so sure about. One is this Loreal Front of the Line Pro Black Eye Pencil, and I don't know if the reason I don't like it is because it's not a sharp enough point or if it's the formula. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to use one on one eye and one on the other. I'm going to use this on the right eye, and I'm going to actually use a brush to apply it because I think that the way it's applies right now, it's way too thick and I can't get a very good line. So I'm just going to use my brush on it and get some product off that way, and then hopefully that will work. I'm not sure if it will, but we're gonna give it a try. That one has eyeliner on it, and that is the Loreal one. I think that this is gonna be more of a test on how it wears. Maybe I'll do like kind of an update at the end of the day and kind of update you on all this stuff. The other item is this NYX liquid eyeliner, and this is also in black. Now my problem with this is this brush is way too thick and it just glops on. Now I know that I could just kind of wipe it and then put it on, but for some reason it's still just, it's the brush. It just doesn't work that great for me, or maybe I'm just not the greatest at using this kind of product. I'm gonna quickly try and use the brush, and then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna use that same brush that I used before and just kind of wipe it on and try that way. And it did glop a little bit. So I am gonna go in and do the method that I was thinking I was gonna do originally with the brush, just to get into that inner corner. That wasn't my favorite way to use that either with the brush. I don't know, I don't feel like it did the best job. So I don't know, we'll see, but that one might be more so on the chopping block than the other one, just because for some reason I feel like using this didn't work. We are going to use this, not because it's on the chopping block actually. I really couldn't find a mascara that I was really like, knew that I wasn't so sure about, but I have two of these and I kind of need to open a new mascara anyway. So I figured, let me open this up, see if I still like it, because I know I used to really like this product. So that's kind of why this one's in here. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and this is in Very Black. This eye has the mascara, this eye does not. For some reason, I feel like I remember it giving a lot more like volume and length. What do you guys think? I mean, it definitely looks better than not having mascara. I have two products that I just randomly chose. I actually have a ton of lip products that are on the chopping block, but I just chose these two. So this one is from Rimmel, and this is their Kate line. And this is in the shade 113. It's a very light nude. It's like clinging to my dry patches. Now let's move on to the gloss that I'm going to put on top. This is from Loreal, and this is their Alter Ego lip gloss, and this is in Mademoiselle. And this is on the chopping block because it is super old. So is the other one actually. That is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this and found this kind of fun, you know, to go back through my makeup and test out products that I thought I didn't like again and to form more of an opinion on them. If I can, I will come back at the end of the day and give you a little update of everything and what my final thoughts are, and if I'm going to try some of them a little bit more before doing the declutter and things like that. So I want to do a quick check-in. It is lunchtime and I want to do a check-in because of my lips. I know that it's going to come off while I'm eating. The gloss and the lipstick is sinking into my lines and looking kind of funny. I am seeing a little bit of fine lines and my face is feeling pretty dry. I think between that matte primer, between the foundation that I used and powdering it. I think that's kind of why it's feeling so dry. So that's my update. The rest of it looks good. All right, thanks for watching. I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye.